As a parishioner and as warden, Chip Hughes oversaw the repaving of our parking lot, the total refurbishment of this worship space, the new heating and air conditioning systems that you don't see, but we certainly feel, and the exterior painting of the entire facility. He and Claudia brought Alpha to St. Mark's to refurbish more than our facilities, but our faith. Chip was convinced that the future stability of St. Mark's is dependent on unshackling our parish from the debt of our mortgage. As Chip's health grew worse, when quite frankly he could have been thinking about a lot of other things, he talked with Claudia about St. Mark's and our financial stability, which is quite frankly a testament to his faithfulness, his courage and bravery in the face of grave illness, and his love for this place and for all of you. And so today we announce Moved by the Spirit, a campaign to solidify our financial future, to put a new roof on for a new generation, and to get our struggling organ in pitch perfect shape. These are the three needs that our Finance Committee and Vestry unanimously see as our top three financial issues. We're calling it Moved by the Spirit because Chip Hughes would say to me constantly, in fact, I can hear him say it right now, we need to invoke the Holy Spirit more. He wanted us to talk about the works of the Spirit in church, at Alpha, and throughout our parish life. His desire for St. Mark's was that we would truly be moved by the Spirit as he was. And with Claudia and Joe Hughes here, I am humbled to share that the Hughes family is giving a matching gift of $100,000 to kick off this campaign. It was important to Chip, and it is important to Claudia, that every single person feel invited to contribute and participate at whatever amount is possible, knowing that the first $100,000 of our contributions would be matched by theirs. Right now, we'll hear from Martha Heiner, our junior warden, about the full scale of this campaign, and were we to match the Hughes family gift and match their prayerful consideration, thoughtfulness, and dedication to St. Mark's, it will put us well on the way towards being moved by the Spirit and making our parish financially stable for the future.
So if you recall, at the March 27th service, we took a moment to show a video of the three main objectives the vestry has been identifying. I'd like to start with just a brief recap and an update. The first objective was to upgrade our organ console. At an estimated cost of $36,000, we've actually begun the process of ordering the components, as we already have received $18,000 in generous gifts from a few different parishioners. So we're well on our way. The second objective is to complete re-roofing of the entire facility, and John Liga has developed a plan to complete that in 4 sections. The first phase, the one with the actively leaking spots, and there's buckets in the attic. The first phase has begun, and it's slated to be completed in July. The next phases have been timed according to the age of those roofs. The third, but not the least objective, is to pay down this mortgage that we've carried since the addition was built. Our annual budget has a line for mortgage payments in it, which equals $34,000, and of that, $17,000 last year was just interest back to the bank. Our Finance Committee has found ways to make the allowable extra payments over the last few years, but the reduction of it is slow. Chip Hughes, along with the last 3 people who have held the position of the finance chair, had come to the same conclusion that we must find a way to pay this down and that those monies could be used in more important ministry and mission areas, right here. It is getting more and more difficult to balance the budgets with this albatross around the neck. So with these 3 objectives in mind, we have estimated that we need to raise $480,000 to achieve everything. But the beauty of this campaign is that we can do so much with whatever dollar amount we can raise. We have sort of staged out our priorities into the following. The first goal would be to raise $100,000, which will then be matched by the Hughes family gift of $100,000. So it would provide us with $200,000. This would allow us to pay down enough of the mortgage that there will be room to allow for the rest in the future. We could actually save up for capital improvements. Goal number 2 would be to get to $380,000, which would allow us to complete the organ console and pay down the mortgage completely. We would then have room in the budget to save for the roofing needs down the road. And obviously the third goal would be $480,000 achieves all of these objectives. So that's a big number. How do we do this? And I have some quick math for you, so hang with me. $480,000 already has a pledging gift of $100,000, so we need to raise $380,000. That number represents 1.37 times our annual pledge donations, our annual budget. So if each family could consider a campaign pledge equal to 1.37 times your individual pledge amount, we could get there. Then you could take that pledge and spread it out over 3 years, 2022, 23, and 24 if you like. For an example, a family pledging $1,000 per year could consider a campaign pledge of $1,370 and break it out over 3 years, being $457 a year. This is, of course, in addition to the regular pledge, which is needed to keep the lights on. So over the next 6 weeks, we'd like to reach out to everyone to hear from you and to answer any questions you might have about these objectives. We'll be offering group outdoor gatherings, like summertime tea and cookies on the rectory patio, group discussions at the church and the parish hall, and even individual phone calls. You can even request to be contacted in the way you feel most comfortable. Please look for an email which will go out today with a summary of this campaign and its timing. I want to take a minute to personally thank the Hughes family for this gift, which reflects Chip's desire to set this church on a firm footing and makes the whole goal come into the realm of possibility. I treasure the time I got to spend with Chip working on finance matters and his thoughtful consideration of the future. And I am grateful to all of you in advance for considering making this donation. I also sincerely invite you to talk with me if this is not something that you can do right now. I have ideas brewing, which will take some volunteer time, but will create a valuable contribution to the goal. I truly hope to involve everyone in the ways that we can dream up together. This is a very special place. I look forward to seeing you all. Thank you.